Hello, students. How are you? Once again, welcome back to this session. Today I am here with the chapter Nutrition in Animals for Class 7. Students, as we know that Patna become the red zone for the COVID-19. So I humbly request you or suggest you to stay at home, stay safe and also follow the rules. Wash your hands properly, maintain social distancing, and that is how we can uh, defeat this coronavirus. So God bless you all. Now move to the chapter. Okay, students. So, in our previous chapter, what we have learned? We have learned about that plants prepare their own food. Okay, plants can prepare their own food, and how they prepare their food with the process called photosynthesis. Okay, this is the process through which plants prepare their food, and why they can prepare or perform this photosynthesis, because they have chlorophyll, the green pigment. So we have already know about it, all these things. But animals do not prepare their food because they do not have chlorophyll. So animals, they exhibit heterotrophic mode of nutrition. So to stay alive, animals also need food. So how these animals get their food? Animals get their food uh, from plants, either by directly eating the plants or indirectly by eating animals that eat plants. Like, let us understand by this. We are humans, we eat plants. Okay, this is the plant. So when we take up a plant product directly, then that means we are totally or directly dependent on the plants. But if we eat any animals like chicken, the bird, so these birds eat plants. Okay, so when we eat animals, that means indirectly we also consume the plant product. Okay, that is how the animals get their food. So animals actually, they exhibit heterotrophic mode of nutrition. So hetero means what? It means depend on others. Depend on others for their food. Okay. So these animals, they showing or exhibits heterotrophic mode of nutrition because they do not have chlorophyll, so they cannot prepare the food, and that is how they depend on others for the food. So that means they shows heterotrophic mode of nutrition. In your previous chapter, you also have learned that some kind of plants also have also exhibits heterotrophic mode of nutrition. Okay, so because why they showing that, why they exhibits that, because they do not have chlorophyll. So that is why some plants which is non green plants, they are also called heterotrophs or heterotrophic mode of nutrition. Now, to stay alive, as we know all that to stay alive we need certain nutrients. So first of all, what is these nutrients? These nutrients are component of food. It is the component of food. They are the important component of food, which is called nutrients. So what are that nutrients? That is carbohydrate, protein, vitamins, fat, minerals, etc. So these all are our what? They are nutrients. So how these nutrients help us? These nutrients like help us in bodybuilding. Okay, body building. They also helps to protect from diseases. Okay, and they also helps in growth, movement, so many things. So these nutrients are very important for us so that we stay alive. So and these all nutrients, where it comes from? These all nutrients come from food. Okay, these all nutrients come from food. So since this chapter is all about nutrition in animals, so in this chapter we will learn about the process of intake and utilization of food. It means how the animals take their food, what is their various mode to take food, and how they utilize their food. Okay. Students, actually the animals, they shows uh, a different kind of mode of nutrition that is called holozoic. Okay, that is called holozoic. Okay, that means the animals, they take solid food actually, so they shows holozoic kind of nutrition. So what does it mean? Holozoic means क्या होता है? Like holo, it means whole, and zoic means animal. Okay, zoic means animals. That means we perform, or we exhibits holozoic nutrition. What happens that these organisms, like human beings, other animals, they take up food as a whole, whether it is solid or whether it is, if it is solid or it is liquid. We take up whole food, whether it is solid or whether it is liquid. So now we are going to talk about certain animals, okay, and their mode of taking food. Okay. So some food like I would like to tell you that what actually holozoic means. It is the method of nutrition that involves the ingestion of solid food material. We are taking solid food as a whole, or liquid food also we can take up. So now there is certain animal, if you have seen on the screen, there is some organisms, some animals, they having different kind of or mode of taking food. Like if we are talking about snake, what they do? Swallow. What do we mean by swallow? They engulf the food whole. So they are swallowing. The next is lice, which is present in your hair. When your hair is become very dirty or stinking, so these lices start breeding on that, and they suck. जैसे what do you mean by sucking? Like when you when you drink like soft drink or Coca-Cola with the straw, then you suck up so that it will come to your mouth. So that is what all about sucking. So lice also sucking, hummingbird also sucking. The mode of taking food is sucking. Infant, what is infant? Actually the newborn baby, they are infant, they depend on the they feed on mother's milk, so they also suck their mother's milk. And the scrap, so what is actually scrapping means? Scrapping, what happens, there is certain these ants, what they do, they the green leaves, okay, and then they carry to their nest, and after that they chew that leaf and leave it, chew with the saliva, that means they mix with the food, that leaf with saliva, and leave it for decomposition. And when it decomposed, that means when they become rotted with the presence of certain fungi or bacteria, and when the fungi grows, then these ants eat that plant. So that is called scrapping. So these are different mode of another organisms, those who take their food. Now we move to the next. Snail. Snail, they chew the food. Okay. Snail, they chew the food. Like us, butterfly, siphonoing. Like they having a proper type of, what do I say? Tube. Okay. So sucking tube, we can say that. And through that, they take up the sweet juices of the flower. Likewise, only housefly also do that. Frog, they capture by sticky stung, because these kind of like frogs, lizard, crocodile, these kind of organisms, they having very long tongue and sticky tongue. So whenever they find out the insects, they take out their tongue, and the moment they take out the tongue, they capture that insects, because that insects stick on their tongue. So that is how they take up their nutrition. Amoeba, we can say engulfing, or when we know about when we go through that nutrition in amoeba, I will tell you what does it mean and how it helps to take up the food. So these are certain organisms, those who take their food or their mode of taking food. So student, we have talked about the various mode of taking food. Now, according to the eating habit of the animals, okay, the animals, they are divided in three groups. Basically, three groups they divided in because of their eating habit, their food habit. What are they eat? What they do eat? According to that, they are grouped in three categories, and they are herbivores, must be know about it, carnivores and omnivores. Herbivores, those who eat only plants, okay, like goat, cow, deer, buffalo, and so on. So these are the animals, those who eat plants only. Someone is carnivorous, those who eat flesh of other animals, okay, they only eat flesh of other animals, and they are called carnivorous animals. Now, uh, example is tiger, lion, lizard, etc. Now, omnivorous animal, those who eat both the plants as well as animals, and the examples you can see on the screen, crow, etc. Bear also. So these are the different kinds of animals according to their eating habit. So students, go through this introduction chapter about the nutrition in animals. Go through it, take up the notes from it, this video, and keep on learning. Thank you very much. In next session we'll take up the another point of this chapter.